Right, what's up? So it's Monday evening, and I know I've not been on the channel so much recently because I've just been a bit busy with all my projects. The KA, I've recommissioned my Porsche, I've got all my bikes back up and running, or working on it anyway. But anyway, I thought I'd kick the channel off again. I've got a track day booked tomorrow night at Three Sisters, Tuesday night with Extreme Brake Horsepower. So again, just a normal little Three Sisters run out, but the reason is we've done a bit of work on the KA, like I said, so it's just to get a feel for what the new mods feel like and see how they perform. Some of them obviously going to give more benefit than others, but we'll just see how it goes basically. Right, so obviously I'm not expecting mega performance gains, but we've fitted these bonnet vents and they're functional, so it should help with cooling a little bit. And then we've slapped on these side vents now. You know what I mean? I can see there's big gaps everywhere. It's not the best job in the world, but they are functional. I've cut them all out and everything, and they are letting air out from the wheel arches a little bit. Now, probably nothing that these massive panel gaps weren't already doing, in all fairness, but nobody needs to know about that, do they? So we'll see if that actually makes any difference to the cooling of the engine or whatever. Yeah, it's never really overheated on me anyway, except just once when I let the car out to trig and he was going around, he was basically blasting over speed bump, over the, what do you call it, it's the curbs, at twice the pace I normally go over them, and I think the power steering boiled over, or maybe it was the brake fluid, I can't remember what it was. So anyway, if any of this helps just get general temps down a little bit and it can prevent any of that, then fair enough. Right, so and then the next mods are, as you've seen, the seats are in, the harnesses are in, everything moves, they slide and everything, but they're all set to my, what do you call it, it's my positions. I have a few other bits to go on as well. I've got like tyre pressure monitoring system to fit, and we've still got the exhaust and that to fit. But for now, this is where we're at, so I'll pop open the boot. And again, there's the harnesses. Now I know some people are probably going to moan because I've got them attached here in the middle and it's going to pull slightly to the side if I have an accident. I'm not really planning on having an accident, and if I do, then oh well, at least I've got harnesses anyway. It's better than nothing. And in the 80s we used to drive around in cars with no seat belts on, so anyway, whatever. That's pretty much all the modification. Well, obviously I've stripped all the back out, as you can see. So from the last time we was out, it should be a little bit lighter because them seats weighed a ton being leather. The rear seats weighed a fair bit. There was all this carpet and parcel shelf and stuff, which probably didn't weigh all that much, but it soon adds up. Obviously the bonnet vents and stuff are lighter than the metal that was there previously, although, you know, we're talking grams, but overall, you know, a lot of things start to add up. And then this was the main reason I came over. So like I say, it's Monday night tonight. Tomorrow the track day, Tuesday night. So I like to do all my checks, as you've seen in some previous videos. And because I've not driven this car for a while, this is the check I really wanted to do. Key in, ignition, fire, fuck all. Now I've tried charging the battery and it just won't take a charge, so obviously I'm going to order a battery tomorrow, bring it home with me and chuck it on, ready for the track day. Now I'm a little bit against time anyway, because the track day's at it starts at 5 o'clock and we only finish work about 5 o'clock, so I'm going to get there late, but now I've got the added what do you call it, inconvenience of having to chuck a battery on before I get there, so I might only get a couple of hours going around the track, but I probably only need a couple of hours, to be fair. Like I say, I've not made that many modifications to the car since the last time I went, so as long as I get a good, I don't know, 20 laps in or something like that, we should be alright. I do think it's going to be a bit quicker. I guess, you know, time will tell, but I think with a car like this, obviously the biggest performance gain you can get is taking weight out of it. It helps every sort of performance aspect for those that don't know. Obviously if the car's lighter, it's going to be easier for the same amount of power to fling the car down the road. So you've got potential performance gains there with power, whatever you want to call it. It's not really power, it's weight saving, but it's power to weight, so in theory it should go faster. It should be easier to go around corners, you should be able to go faster and just turn in better and everything like that, and have to brake later for the same bends because you weigh less. And then also because you weigh less, you've less weight that you're trying to brake, so again you can brake later because of that, and it's a lot easier going on your brakes don't fade, so you can use them harder for longer. So, and then also you're not pulling as much weight along, so your fuel economy in theory should also go up slightly. I'm not really worried about the fuel economy, but it does mean I can get an extra couple of laps in, fingers crossed, for the same amount of money. And let's be honest, petrol going through the roof has affected everyone. And that's really about it. There's you know, that's every sort of performance factor, I guess. You've got speed, stopping and cornering. Every single one's improved by reducing weight. You've also got other things like less wear on tyres and all that sort of stuff. So there can only be gains, whether you see them or you don't, from doing this sort of stuff. Now, as an example, I think the seats weighed about 40 kilo each, the original seats in the front. Maybe a bit lighter, maybe more like 30, but I've read on the internet 40. And these seats, you can pick them up with your little finger. They don't weigh anything, probably less than 10 kilos. And I didn't weigh anything because I'm not really that fussed. But there's definitely a significant weight saving from ripping all these seats and everything out. I estimate at least 50 kilos, and going off the internet figures, could be anywhere closer to 100 kilos, although I think it's a stretch. So yeah, so we'll see, I guess. We'll just see how we get on tomorrow night. I know it's not the most interesting videos. I would have liked to have gone out driving and see if we can do any performance tests, see if it feels quicker or we can go around roundabouts any quicker. But it is what it is. With no battery, I'm going to have to order a battery tomorrow. This is another reason why it's always good if you have a track car. Are you thinking of getting a track car? I suppose if you've got one, you'll already know what to do. If you're thinking of getting a track car, you've got to remember to do your tests and your little checks and what have you the day before, so that it's not track day and you go to your car and it's knackered. You need to do your checks the day before, and then you've got time to put them right. And that's it really. A short, I guess slightly boring video, but track days and track cars and what have you aren't always all that much fun, or at least not every single aspect of them is. I'm not sure if anyone's interested in bikes and stuff like that. If you are, I can show you my bikes. Let us know. We've a pile of bikes between me and Neil. They're all like 90s and early 2000s stuff. All sort of sports bikes that are quite collectible. Or, you know, at least if you're into bikes, you like these type of bikes. Fireblade, ZX7Rs, TL1000s, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, if you want to see bikes on the channel, let us know in the comments. Or I don't know if we should just start another bike channel, to be honest with you, and keep cars and bikes. So we'll see. Anyway, waffling, so I'm going to go. See you in a bit. Yeah, and one last thing, just if you could, like all the videos, subscribe to the channel and all that rubbish. Once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I promise I'll stop asking. I hate asking as much as you hate listening, so just as a favour, subscribe and then I can fuck it off. See you in a bit.